We are still working on problem 7.39. We're on to part 2, where we are going to allocate some joint costs for studs, decor, and posts, and we're going to do it by physical units that split off. So at the point they split off and then you start doing other things to them, you know how many you've got. So you take your log and you saw it, and you end up with a certain number of pieces of wood that are going to become studs, that are going to become decor pieces, and that are going to become posts. So we can just say, well, how many units are there? What is the proportion of that to the total? And just allocate the joint cost based on that. So again, to remind us, we're allocating 1 million of joint cost, which is what it costs to get the logs to the sawmill and to cut them into 3 different kinds of pieces. And now they're going to get sent off to separate piles, so that's the split off. And we spent $1 million to this point. Alright, so the unit output they told us for the last one, right? So we know that in a month, which is what we're going by this month, we're going to end up with 75,000 studs at the split off, 5,000 pieces that are destined for decor, and 20,000 that are destined to become fence posts. So if we total that up, 75 and 5 is 80 plus 20, so we have 100,000 pieces of wood, right? So what percentages of that of the total? Well, 75,000 divided by 100,000 is 75%. Decor, 5,000 divided by 100,000 is 5%. And 20,000 is 20%. Alright, so there we go. 75, 5, and 20 times our cost. So the cost is $1 million. Alright, so 75% of $1 million is 750,000. 5% of $1 million is 50,000. And 20% of $1 million is 200,000. Alright, so, and of course that does add up to 1 million. Alright, so great. So, if we're allocating based on physical units at split off, we would allocate that $1 million joint cost, 750,000 to the studs, 50,000 to the decor product line, and 200,000 to the post product line. Is that fair? I don't know. It's a lot different from what we did over here, right? When we did relative value at split off. All right. So, if you come back to the next video, we'll talk about yet another way to allocate joint costs.